Welcome to another part of TimeSplitters 2, in which we're going to Planet X again for 2,280. Let's go. Story first. There's been a lot of UFO activity in the Gamma sector. The Academy has traced the telemetry back to Planet X. The Ozor and the Mezor Marks have been battling to gain control of the planet for some time now. We suspect that factions are constructing ships and launch them into a concealed subterranean base. Wing Commander Hank Nova's patrol has engaged the alien ships just inside the planet's atmosphere. Perhaps it's time to take a trip down to the surface and see what you can find. This will be a tricky mission, but the fighting between the Marks can be used to your advantage. Remember, the Ozor and Mezor hate each other more than they hate you. Don't be afraid to fight for one side or the other as long as it helps get closer to the base. It doesn't matter what fucking side's fighting who. They will fucking kill you regardless. That little bit there was just bullshit. Okay, so Planet X was in TimeSplitters 1, and this is also Planet X, but it's a different looking Planet X. It's weird, it's confusing. Fuck it. Let's go.
Wing Commander, you have veered off target. What's your status? Over.
Base, the squadron's engaged with the enemy, but I've taken a direct hit.
What's your damage, sir?
The engine's shaky, but I'll be okay if it doesn't overheat. Uh-oh. Mayday, mayday, losing altitude.
Commander, you just keep that bird in the air. We're sending someone to pick you up. Over and out.
Hell. Gotcha.
Alright, so the character we're playing as is Hank Nova, and his assistant, the two-player character, is Candy Skylar. Now, you'll start off with this UFO here trying to kill you. You can't destroy it, so there's a hole down here. You might not notice it immediately on easy, but there it is. And, yeah, now we're here, and now we need to fucking take care of some assholes who will be, you know, waiting for us, essentially, as you just heard. So, there are different kinds of enemies. You all know their names. Regardless of that, though, they are all going to be basically trying to kill you. They will, for the most part, spawn in front of you, and they will aim for you, and they will fucking kill you. So, yeah, again, the description for this level is absolute bollocks. You're not going to find it useful. It's just talking shit. There's like one part where they're kind of fighting, but they're still fucking aiming at you too, so it's just really not good. It's a really bad description. But you know what else is bad? This area we're about to go to right now, because this is the hardest part of the level. There are 3 turrets here. You need to use them. They have rockets and they have machine gun bullets. And, you know, you don't have much gun to go with anyway, so, you know, you kind of need to go with what you got. And all of a sudden, a beach attack happens. You need to repel them. We got some homing rockets, which we're never going to use on easy. But, yeah, you know, here you go. Here's the enemies. The main thing they're going to do, however, is they're going to try and get over to the side of you in order to attack you, because the front is completely shielded. But the fucking side, not so much. They're going to try and run around you and shoot you in the back and kill you, and you might not even notice. It won't be too bad on easy, considering how little there is. But on medium and hard, it will become a bit more noticeable. And on hard, it's going to fuck you more than once. So, this is the hardest part of the fucking level right here. To be honest, this level is actually pretty lenient and pretty normal. And also got the plasma auto rifle now, which is really good. Has 200 ammo, and also has an optional fire of this ball of energy that will explode. It's basically a plasma grenade. And it's useful, and you're gonna need it. Also, he's just running away. Anyway, you're gonna fucking need the plasma grenade, because also there's our objectives for easy. Very short, though. There are bees here, all these wasp character things. They'll come out of these ball-like nests, which you cannot destroy in any way at all. Sucks. But there is a way, even though there is a crystal up there, you can't destroy it either. There is a way to get rid of these fuckers. Now, on easy, I'm showing you one way, which is to shoot them, which works, but it not only wastes a lot of ammo, it's also kind of awkward and not very good. A better way of doing things is what I just did right there, which is just shoot your energy ball at them. The best spot is on the floor, on a wall if they're close by a wall. But mostly on the ground, because it's enough for radius from the explosion that it will kill all of them instantly, as long as it's close to the spot where they spawn. Anyway, there's some armor there which we'll need, because now there's a giant crash UFO here, which I believe is from our doing, and, you know, now a whole bunch of enemies gotta stop popping down here and, you know, raid the place. We gotta fight them off. However, you don't really have to fight too much in this one, because the UFO is still operational in a sense, because there's two fucking turrets shooting at you. You can't destroy them, I don't think, and you shouldn't, because they're gonna try and shoot down the enemy anyway, so just fucking let them, and only, you know, move back and forth strafe shooting to essentially survive. Eventually, however, the waves of the UFO will open up for you, in which you should totally go over to it and take care of the bullshit. However, there'll be some assholes popping in as well, kill them immediately, and then go inside. There you go. Now, the crystal is inside this UFO on easy, so go around, look for the opening. It's bigger than all these other openings. I know it makes no fucking sense, but confusing, honestly. There it is on the ground by a broken door. And the portal is right over there. So, again, the very layout of this UFO sucks. But hey, there you go. Go inside. There's some TimeSplitters here. Ignore them. Go into the fucking portal. You're done. Very basic, very easy. Now then. This level is easy. This is one of the easier ones. You should not die too much in this one. In fact, I didn't. But the biggest problem with this isn't so much the difficulty, but actually knowing where to go. Now, what you just saw there on easy was the first half of the level. And as you saw, pretty simple, pretty fairly fucking fine, you know? Also, there'll be some enemies kind of spawning in a bit more now. But for the most part, the level has not really changed that much. There'll be a guy behind me, probably. There'll be a whole bunch of assholes around. Shoot them all down. Learn how to shoot good with the pistol, by the way. It has a ricochet thing, which can be of good use, but you want to get accurate with this shit. And you also better, because this will come up again. This weapon will come up again in a later level. And you will need to really get used to this fucking thing and how it works. By the way, there's another thing around here, which is interesting. It's sort of parts. There are weapon parts around here, at least 2 of them. And you're gonna need to find them. They are pretty much back there at the start and behind the force field that we can't go into until we take care of this ambush. Which now there's more enemies here trying to kill us. And as you can see, it's becoming a lot more crazy in a sense to take care of. But not only that, one turret is not going to kill all of them. Because you're not going to have enough ammo to take care of them for pretty much all of this. And on hard, you're definitely not going to. So, this is only to assist you. It should not be your preferred way of fighting these assholes. This should be. You should be basically strafing left and right, hoping to God you don't get fucking murdered. So, yeah. This is essentially the hardest part of the fucking level. After this, it's much easier, honestly. It's just navigation is the problem. And navigation begins once we get to the UFO, because, again, it's very straightforward to begin with. The first half is very straightforward. It's all in one path, essentially. There's nothing to get confused about. It's the second half that's gonna fuck ya. So, over here is a plasma over rifle. So we didn't get that last time because those enemies don't, drop any. But we can get a plasma armor rifle right there. And there's some more of those bees. Bring them out because they'll slowly pop out completely. Let them, and then shoot your plasma right into their vicinity and blow them all up. Make sure you get it right, or else you're just wasting a whole bunch of your plasma ammo. You don't want to do that because later on you're not going to have that much going around. You're going to have to really aim good with this shit. Now then. And as you can see, shooting at them is awkward. The aiming is awkward as fuck. You're not going to make it good. There you go. See? One shot, one kill. That's what you should be going for. Okay, so over here is the other part. It should be around this vicinity. There it is. So there are two open parts. That was the second one. The first one was back. And yeah, around here is when you'll get your weapon from the weapon parts, because there are only two. But I didn't find it yet. I will soon. And trust me, you're gonna fucking need it. Anyway, this is just like normal. It's just straight left and right. Assists a little bit on taking care of these assholes, but for the most part, the turrets of the UFO can handle itself. If anything, this is a good spot to really just, have it be an ammo dump for you. Because they're gonna be having a whole bunch of gun around, mainly of the fucking auto rifle, and you're gonna need the ammo, so, let the turrets take out all these motherfuckers, grab the ammo, prepare yourself. And of course, eventually these guys pop in. Which, kill them all. There's always about 4 or 5 of them popping up. Pretty simple. Yeah, there you go, 4. Okay, go inside. And, yeah. Now, there is no crystal here, as you might have noticed. Should have been obvious, honestly. That's because, there's more to this level than just getting the crystal. And you won't automatically notice it, by the way, as you continue on forward, more enemies just, spawn in. But yeah, you won't automatically notice the fact that, the crystal's not here and there's more to this level until you actually interact with something, which you probably won't. But if you did, because it's unique to this UFO here, it's this panel here that's red. If you interact with it, you get cameras. There's one of the cameras, a hangar surveillance, and then the other camera gives you an objective. Find the UFO base. You never have to do that in the fucking easy difficulty, but on normal and hard you do. And there's a hole here, which was hard to fucking notice. And there you go. Now you're in the checkpoint, now you're in the second half. So, in the second half, it's more open. There's more paths, it's branching, it's weird. I do not remember this level that well, and that, as well as anybody who's new to this fucking game, is going to end up getting a bit lost on this level. This is just not a very well-made level because of the fact that you don't know where the fuck to go. And here's the ambush area, by the way. Here's that area where they do start fighting each other. It's just this one time, this one moment, and they're still mainly aiming at you. They'll fight each other a little bit, and then they'll stop, turn to you, and start shooting at you solely, ignoring the other factor. This is why this fucking stupid bio, the stupid description for the level is so wrong. Do not trust in the description. Just fucking kill them all. Do not let them infight, because the infighting is only going to happen for such a small minority of these assholes. Well, the majority of the ones spawning in are gonna rush in for you, and only you. And the ones up on the fucking stands, just sort of sniping you there, yeah, they're also aiming for you only. Anyway, there's some stuff around here, including 2 open areas. This one over here takes you right back to the start, which I kind of need to get the weapon part, which, in case you're wondering where that is, it's just around here. You might notice on the ground, it's a bit hard to see, but it's right there. And now you got the homing launcher. We're gonna need that. It's for the nests, as well as some help on, you know, attacking. I'm also gonna need the armor too, because I am low on it. It's a full armor refill. Okay, so back over here, there's a, you know, little cave here. It took me 5 minutes to notice this fucking cave. It didn't. The next part did take me 5 minutes to notice. But yeah, here's the little cave, and over here are a nest. You know, more nests. And I don't have any energy balls, but that's fine. I don't need them. I just need to shoot this guy first. But I don't need the energy balls because I have a fucking RPG, essentially, a homing missile. So I can shoot at them, or I can just get this thing out and shoot at the ground. Because, you know, again, that's the best way of taking care of these assholes. Now, one fire mode for that shoots at 1 rocket, the other one shoots at 3. Like, at once. Not at once, like, at a fucking, like, rhythm, essentially. At, like, 1 shot. It's a bit more less, it's less, wasting ammo compared to the first game's RPG, but still. Now, there are a few things here. First of all, is armor. Also a full health refill, essentially, for armor. But it's right by a nest. Grab it, go back, get out your RPG, shoot the ground. You can also try and shoot at them, but it's much harder to pull off. It's easy to go for the ground. See? Okay, there are 2 things here. 1, that goes back down, that's where the sniper was. 2, there is a fucking elevator, which essentially takes you back to the start. It's cool, and it's neat. It has no purpose. It's just set design. Right. So now that you know that, now we need to fucking go ahead and actually go to the actual area, which would be 5 minutes to notice that there is this fucking cave here. Yeah. And once I noticed, there was an enemy shooting at me, so you know, I took care of that. There's no nest here. I move on forward. Now we're nearing the near end of the level. And yeah, that was the very beginning of the level you just saw. That was the beginning area. So, you know, it's very confusing, but at least from here on out, it becomes a lot more fucking straightforward. Anyway, there's UFOs popping up now, and I take care of 20 of them. Now, here's the thing. You start off right next to this gun here, right? This gun, as far as I know, only spawns 3 UFOs right in front of you. It might have UFOs popping up in the very left, but ultimately, it only does that and it doesn't spawn another set of UFOs until like a minute later. I forgot about the UFO section too. So, this little gun here is worthless. If you're gonna start this off, maybe go over there, try to take care of the 3 there, and then run all the way over here and get to this gun instead, and just stay in this gun. In this one, the UFOs show up more prominently here, and they're all gonna spawn right in this little area, and they're all gonna be easy targets. So, and they show up much more often here than they do in the other door. I thought it was gonna make me go back and forth. No, it just chooses, oh, it's 15, I was wrong, it's 15, but it just chooses one turret over the other. So this turret Don't fucking use it, except for maybe when you start this. Outside of that, it's pretty basic, you know? You just shoot. It's a gun pod. You just shoot the gun pod. It has this weird 6 tendril fucking turret thing going on. And I took care of another one of them. It's really hard to actually hit any of them from here. There you go, I found the good spot. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and stay in this turret and just take care of them because I also wasted a few minutes dealing with that. And I shouldn't have because this is a better spot to go to. It's faster to just take care of him here. So, yeah, this is the entire fucking bit. This is the entire objective, and it's pretty basic, honestly. And yeah, it is, like, certainly 15. Even though they spawn in more than just 15, if you get, like, 1 or 2 left to kill, they only show up the last 1 or 2. So there you go. And hey, 2 enemies spawned right next to a door that's now unlocked for no reason or something. This now takes me downwards. And guess what? There they are. Take them out. And, of course, inside of here is the UFO base. Take care of all the enemies as you go through this hallway here, and then eventually you'll be right by the hangar, which I can see there's the UFOs, but there's a hangar here, the hangar opening you were firing on beforehand. And yes, 3 more enemies will spawn over there as it opens up, and they'll try to fucking kill you. Kill them while backing up. This is the best thing to do. You go up, you shoot them, and you just go right back to the hallway, and you keep doing that back and forth until they're dead. Go inside this little opening here, do not fall down. I don't think you can anyway. And then once you're in here, there's some TimeSplitters here. Shoot that one, ignore the rest. Go to the actual opening. Remember, it is not these windows, it is just that. Even though you should be able to get up the other ones because they're not fucking different at all, but for some reason the game isn't going to let you. Go over here, grab the crystal. There you go. The portal is now back down there. Go around, get the fuck back in the middle, go to the portal. Done. So, yeah. This isn't that hard. It's not a challenge. It's just confusing. But as soon as you know where to actually go, it just becomes easy. And for that, we now have the Ozer marks. Okay, so back to Planet X for hard. Right. Obviously, I'm not going to get through this without dying. But unlike the last levels, I'm not going to die that much. So don't worry. The number will not increase by that much. However, there will be some more enemies spawning in a bit more dickish spots. Like right around there. That one is not spawning, it just pops up from around. That one does spawn, there's one behind you. Just right above you, see? There's a whole bunch of shit going on. You gotta look around, look at your surroundings, and take care of that shit and keep yourself on guard as best you can. And again, you know, ammo consumption. You're gonna have to conserve your shit as best as you can for this one. Because the game still doesn't give you that much ammo. So, you know, even though there's a lot of, like, pistol gun going on, you're not gonna get that much ammo out of it. And you're mainly gonna want to, you know, use the fucking auto rifle, which, you know, isn't going to get much either, so... Yeah, you're gonna notice that I'm going to not have that much ammo at hand. Anyway, there's an armor there. That armor gives you full. There's no half armor, I don't think. And by the way, I'm gonna die here because this is the most bullshit one. And again, it's the hardest one for a reason, and they're gonna fuck you here. They're gonna fuck you hard, and you're gonna die at least once here, because you're gonna learn, just because you're right by this turret does not mean you're safe, because they're gonna wrap around you without you fucking noticing, and they're gonna shoot you in the head, and you're gonna fucking die immediately. And it's gonna be bullshit, you're gonna get angry, You're not gonna have a good time, and they're gonna spawn a lot of these assholes at you. They're just gonna spawn so many of these guys at you. It's not even fair, and I died. And I'm gonna die again right about soon. So, yeah, this section sucks. But don't worry, the best way of taking care of this is to spawn them, go back to this one, and then start shooting. However, you're still not safe considering the ones on the left can still go around and fuck ya. But this still helps because they'll mainly come downwards, so, you know, you'll notice them a little bit more. However, again, not that much ammo. You're still probably going to run out of ammo a lot more often than you think. So now comes the big problem. What do you do now once the ammo runs out? Well, you're gonna have to do a bit of strafing and shooting with your actual gun, because do not go to any other turrets. The other turrets will not fucking help you. Just do this. You'll actually survive longer doing this. But make sure to go forward and get the plasma auto rifle and some more ammo for your fucking pistol, or else you're gonna run out and you're gonna get fucked. So, you know, be careful. Eventually, though, the enemies will die. And again, there's a lot of them spawning here, so it's gonna be a while. But once they're all dead, grab the ammo. You'll get a lot of ammo. Also grab the fucking, you know, rockets as well. There you go. And there you go. You've now taken care of the hardest fucking part of the game, of the level I mean, and now you can move on into the rest of the level, which are it's not going to be, you know, as bad as that one was. They're going to be much more nicer to you here. Also, there's some more enemies popping in. Again, just keep on your toes and you'll be fine. For the most part, nothing really changes at this point. Again, it's not like TimeSplitters 1 where there's actual, like, differences. There's, you know, some actual things going on that leads to, you know, different, you know, set pieces and such happening, like Tomb and all that. But it's much more harder than TimeSplitters 1. So it's still gonna give you a run for your fucking money. And yeah, there's some armor that I'm gonna need. And also, I now have the homing launcher, which we're going to need for the rest of the nests. As well as for fighting, because, again, you know, not much ammo. The turrets will help you. At this point, I would honestly recommend maybe just, like, dodging. If you're good at dodging, go for it. However, the AI gets smart here, and they decide to fucking go to the side because they know the turrets can't fucking kill them on the side. So they're gonna run off to the right or left a lot of the time now, and they're gonna get very close to you, and you need to dodge them, but the turrets can still fucking shoot you from even there. So, yeah, these guys are kind of dicks, but they don't do it that much often. They still, you know, they still get a bit dumb and just go straight forward anyway, which you're kind of going to want to hope for. But yeah, eventually I start running low on ammo. So, yeah. Luckily, there's a whole bunch of ammo around down there, but I can't run down there yet because there's enemies all over the fucking place. And at this point, there's going to be enemies spawning right in front of me. Where are they? Where's the spawners? Let's see, those guys are dead. More spawning. There they are. I am so low on ammo. I only have the rocket launcher left, essentially. Oh, this is bad. How did I even get away with that? I only have the rocket launcher. I need to go back. I need to go back and get ammo. Alright. So, yeah. Ammo consumption. It's a thing here too. get used to really hoping to get some ammo. Take care of him. There's the other guy. Take care of him. Okay, so... yeah, there's no crystal here still. Activate the camera panel and get the objective, and then we can move on forward from there. So, yeah, this is the level. Very fun. Nothing really changes from these cameras, but things have changed in the second part. They're a bit more dickish there. Also, one more guy spawned. There we go. Okay, so now for the checkpoint. Now for the second half of this, which they've put more enemies around here, and that's it. Really, they've only like put more enemies that are gonna fuck you around. Like there's 2 right there waiting for you. Pretty sure that was like that beforehand, but hey, I'll take him out anyway. You know. So I have some armor ready for me to take care of. And yeah, then I go back here, take care of those assholes, and then I go back to the ambush area with the fucking hangar, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of 2 different types of enemies just trying to kill me over killing each other. I don't quite know what Hank here has done to piss off both sectors, like piss off both groups, because they're just like really fucking mean here. Also, this gun has no reload, but it's a gun that has a fucking like heat down thing, an overheat section thing. Why do I keep saying section? It has an overheat feature, and the overheat feature, if it gets halfway, it goes faster, but you don't want it to overheat because then you gotta wait for it to fucking calm down so you can shoot again. So you kind of want to, like, you know, not shoot too much. And yeah, as you can see, not much ammo until you notice the big pile up of guns there. And even then, I don't even have 200 from that. The guns do not give you that much ammo. So, you know, they are only source of ammunition, and at the same time, they don't give you enough. But after that, you should be fine. There isn't that much fighting left to do. I'm gonna get this armor, by the way, because I'm pretty sure I'm out of that now. And yeah, now we can move on forward, in which we are now going to take care of the confusing parts, because we now know where the fuck we're going. This video would also be longer if I didn't cut out all the parts where I just walked around, because it would have been over 7 minutes of me just walking around being lost in normal. And I don't want you to see that. So, yeah. And yeah, they can be dickheads still, but for the most part, they're not that bad. And also, the game gave us a whole bunch of rocket, bunch of rockets, which we're gonna need because, this nest here, the nest in front of afterwards, we need to get rid of. And we now have 11 shots, so we're good. We have like 9 left. We can use that to essentially assist us in the rest of the fighting. And yeah, there's some armor there, which I'm just gonna go ahead and spawn these guys down. I don't end up using the armor because I never get in the spot where I actually need it. It's there as backup, which is good, but I didn't actually need it because, for the most part, I made it through relatively well with a lot of my armor intact still, so I can make it through the rest of this no problem now. It's just like I get through more of these UFOs, which, I said it before, I'll say it again. Use this for the first 3, and then leave this turret forever and go to the other one. Use that for the rest of them. Still 15, by the way. Does not ever increase. So that's free. Now I'm gonna get the hell out of here, over to the other turret, and take care of that one. They could have been dickheads and had it be where, you know, if you miss this many UFOs, you fail, you know? Like, limit the UFOs going by that you miss. Or have it be timed even. They could have done that in hard. They didn't do that in hard. So this section is still really easy on hard. It's just, it takes time. But there are no timed unlocks in story mode in TimeSplitters 2 or 3. So I don't give a fuck. I can take my time. Besides, there were a ton of unlocks in this fucking game. The hardest ones will be easy because they'd just be speedruns. They would just be speedrun times. And I missed one. Should be popping up right down here, actually. Yeah. I still missed it. The accuracy on this gun isn't very good. Alright, now it's time for this. We're basically at the end of the level now. And yeah, you can see I have like near full armor left, so... Like I said, this is one of the easier levels to get through. And you should not be having that much trouble difficulty-wise. It's just navigation-wise. You're gonna get lost in the second half. And the hardest part is the one part, the freight turrets you can demand, while a fucking horde of enemies just spawn out of some UFOs to fuck your shit up at the beach. So yeah, that was Return to Planet X. In all honesty, I like this Planet X more. It's much more unique and interesting looking. At the same time, they're both not that memorable, so I mean, they're fine, honestly. And there's the portal. Let's leave. So yeah, that was Return to Planet X. I didn't mind it. It's one of the easier ones. It's just also one of the most confusing ones in the game. So, next time on TimeSplitters 2, we are going to be going to sort of a level I like, but also one that is annoying to a lot of people. Neo Tokyo in last year, essentially. Thanks for watching. I'll see you last year.